Howdy everybody, this is Kentucky Ranger. I'm going to do a real quick video. I haven't done it in a while. I'm going to show you how to dust off the cooling fan on my wife's laptop. It's something you really should do once a year, and I've kind of neglected it on hers, so it's probably going to be gross inside. Anyhow, this is a Dell Inspiron, or Inspiron, however you say it, a laptop, and pretty much all of them are the same. If you got other types of laptops, the way the keyboard comes off is different, but on these, if you look, you can see there's little tabs across the top. Okay, all you have to do, what I do, I use my knife. Lord, I use my knife for everything. You have to get it into the edge to where the little tabs are. Let's see. Camera in here a little closer. And because you got to wedge it in there and see it pops, and then you go along each tab, go in, pop, go in, pop, go in, pop. Okay, that one on the end, and there's like a little bit of a catch there. Okay, back up here. Excuse my voice. My allergies are back. This crazy weather. So you just lift up, pull forward a little bit till it unlocks. Okay, be careful when you first open it. Don't just pull it, because up underneath this ribbon cable, you have to remove it, and it's easy to remove. Zoom in here. It's a little flip-up block. All you do is, you don't even need a tool. Pick fat fingers out of the way. You take your fingernail and flip it up. See how it flips up? And then very carefully pull the ribbon cable out of that plug. Don't force it. It don't want to come. It means something's locked it. Anyhow, you take the keyboard, which it's going to need some TLC and some cleaning. Take that, put it aside. Now, once you're under here, you can look around. You can see it's kind of dingy, hasn't been cleaned in a while. The main dirty bird, if you can see here, is that fan. You can see, whoops, very, very dirty. I don't have any canned air, but I do have my leaf blower. I'm sure you've seen the other episode where I cleaned my PlayStation 4 with it. Let me get this off of here so you can, I want you all to see real close. And this has only been a little over a year since I cleaned it last. I mean, look how, ugh, it just really gets dirty in there. And the dirtier it gets, like I say, this is probably just over a year's worth of dirt. But it adversely affects the cooling performance of your laptop. Plus, over time, it will also, will cause fan failure. So anyhow, what we do here, now it's going to get noisy, is you get a brush. I got my little paintbrush. The reason I got tape over that, it's metal, you know, and I use this to dust off my electronic stuff. So anyhow, since this is where we're focused, this is where I'm going to stay focused while I'm doing this. Okay. Here's where the noise comes. You want to blow this out. While you're blowing, it's okay to let the fan spin a little, but don't let it free spin real fast, because it will mess up the bearings. So you want to use this brush to kind of keep it from overspinning. You can let it spin a little bit so you can get it in there. But anyhow, we'll get into it. And plus, well, I think I'll be able to talk over the fan maybe, but if not, I'm going to blow down through here, and it's all going to come out this side vent. Back up here a little bit. It's going to come out of that side vent over here. So it's going to be blowing all over the place. You want to blow it down, and then you want to blow back in from over here to get it to come back up through. Get this camera angle just right. Okay, so pardon the noise, but here we go. Alrighty, I don't want anybody hearing that stupid thing blowing. So all you want to do is take that brush, and while you're blowing, get the dust off of the general area there where the motherboard's exposed. And there really wasn't much in there, but we're going to be focusing on this fan. Like I said, you want to get this brush in to hold the fan to keep it from overspinning, but you want it to spin a little bit. See, it's spinning. Just let it spin a little bit, and then put the brush in, stop it, and then as you're going, and you want to dig the brush in there to clean the cooling fans or cooling fins. You just keep doing it, and push it in. Stop the fan. Check to see that see how it's coming along. See how clean it's getting. You just keep pushing it in, changing the angle because you want to get all that dust and dirt and all that gook out. And then what we're going to do is back flush it now. You're going to see a lot of crap coming back up. I mean, look at that. Ugh, God, do you see that big dust bunny? And all the crap flying. That over time gets stuck in there, and the more that gets stuck, the less efficient the fan is going to cool the CPU, and it's going to cause it to overheat, and it's going to eventually cause complete failure of your system. So this, while it might look really invasive, it's not that hard to do. Most laptops you can do this. Like I say, you'll have to check your owner's manual. Well, actually, owner's manuals aren't going to show you how to take it apart, but you can find a YouTube video on just about every model of laptop out there. But so you want to get in there and check. That looks pretty clean. I'm going to hit it again a little bit. But like I say, you check your YouTube and the internet. You know, Google the model of the laptop you have to see how to get the keyboard. If you can't get the keyboard off, I want to show you here in a minute how you can just, blow air into the intake vent anyhow. As on the other side of this laptop, there's an intake. This is sealed once the keyboard is put back on, so this part is sealed, but it's nice that Dell makes it to where when you open it, it opens up the fan so that you can do what I'm doing. That's why they designed it like this, so that you could get in there and clean it. So now I'm going to flip it over, and you're going to see the actual intake vent. And it's important that that gets cleaned too. See how dusty and grungy and dirty that is. So you want to get in there, you want to brush that too, because that's actually where the air comes in. And another thing, like I said, just because they call a laptop, you don't want to set it on your lap because if you block these vents, you're going to cause all kinds of problems. So you want to blow that out. You want to blow the other little vents. Even though there's no fan in here, you still want to blow these out and clean them to keep the dust and everything, blow the dust out of it. But the main thing is you're wanting to make sure that all that gut gets cleaned out. Look at that, man, I'm blowing dust all over that screen. Ugh, it looks horrible. But once you get all that done, you just inspect it, make sure, and the fan is not going to look pristine. It's still going to have a little surface dust on it. I'm going to hit it one more time just to make sure. But to do this once a year is going to save you so much headache. Look at the crap still coming out of there. I'm hitting it again. I'm from the intake side. like I said, this is just a little over a year. Could you imagine if you own a laptop and it's, say, 4 or 5 years old and you've never done this before? Lordy have mercy. So anyhow, I'm almost done here, so we're gonna go back to the video here in just a second. So I'm gonna stop this recording here and we're gonna go back live. Okay, as you can see, you're not going to get the fan perfectly clean. Get this off here again. It's not going to, it's not going to be pristine like the day it came out of the factory clean. But as long as you get all of the really nasty stuff out of there, boy, there's some dust bunnies coming out of there. I'm ashamed of myself for letting it go that long. But anyhow, once you get that done, now it's just a simple process of putting the keyboard back on, and what you have to do is make sure this clip, over here, good Lord. I need my glasses checked. Make sure that this is flipped back completely. And then very carefully, no. Oh, there's a little dirt in there. Get that off of there. Carefully get that. Carla's got the munchies and I'm in here doing this. Ow, I had it. Okay, I want to get it locked back in, and whoops, while you're doing that, flip that lock down there, and make sure you can see, make sure that that's all lined up. It looks a little off. Let me redo. Once again, me and my fat fingers. Yeah, I was a little off on it. There we go. There. Okay, so it's going to look like that. You can tell when it's in and when it doesn't quite look like it's in. So now you just simply make sure that ribbon's folded right. Put the little keys back, or the little nibs. See the little nibs? I'm going to put them back. Yeah, there's there's still pretzels or something in there. And then you just push that back down until it snaps, clicks back in, and that's it. That's all you have to do. It's really simple, and I guarantee you that fan getting dirty is the cause to many, many people's laptop problems. So if your laptop isn't a Dell Inspiron, check to see. Most Apple laptops, forget it. You can't even take them apart. So I'm sorry, Apple. That's why I don't have an Apple laptop and never will. But most mainstream laptops, that's how simple it is. Take that keyboard off, blow the dust. Even if you can't take the keyboard off, like I was showing there, if you can find the intake vents. See the intake vents. There's intake vents, and you can see if you look real close, see the fan back in there? See these, all you can see is circuit boards. So you can get, there's no fans, even though you really want to keep those clean too. Plus that's another thing, never actually lay a laptop on your lap because you block these vents and you're asking for trouble. But you can still blow air through here, plus there's an exhaust vent. Always look for an intake and exhaust vent. Good Lord, what'd she do to this thing? Lord, honey, anyhow, you can see there's a heat sink. God, I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Not heat spreader. Yeah, it's like a heat sink. Anyhow, that's where the air blows through and keeps the computer cool. But you can blow air into that, and you can blow air into this and brush it off with a brush. if you can't get to, like if you've got an Apple laptop or any other kind of laptop that you can't take apart like I just did, you can still keep that fan clean. So anyhow, God bless everybody. Take care. And
No Cheetos?
no, honey, there's no Cheetos back here. Anyhow, God bless. Take care, and hope y'all have a good Valentine's Day. It is getting ready to be Valentine's Day. So anyhow, take care. God bless. See y'all later. Bye.